Welcome to Domain of Airsoft. The way to make sure that nobody turns up wearing the same mask as you is to customise your own. Now this can be as complicated or as simple as you like, but in this video we're going to show one that we made, and what we're going to do is show you how we turned this into this. So this is the finished product. Now the base mask itself isn't an expensive one. You can pick these up for about 20-30 euros. They're inexpensive, they're plain, but to be fair they are quite common. This part of the mask actually comes from a broken full face mask that somebody was going to throw away. We salvaged it, we've cut off the front, and obviously you can see we've used it here. So the first thing that we did was actually cut the gash, okay? As you can see from the diagram here. Okay, so that was cut with, got a small hand cutter. If you're not too sure about using power tools, make sure you get somebody to help you, an adult or whatever. Don't go losing a trigger finger just trying to make a decent mask, okay? The thing to remember when you're doing anything like this is do not damage the eye protection, okay? Again, you're going to be alright turning up in a cool mask, somebody shoots you, your eye protection fails, next thing you're in an ambulance on your way to hospital. So do not damage your eye protection if you're customising any masks, okay? So once we'd cut the gash there, what we did was we drilled the holes for the stitching, again as you can see in the picture here. So once you've got the gash cut there and you've got all the holes drilled, what you need to do is get some sandpaper or something like that and take off all the rough edges. This particular mask is actually made of plastic, so what we ended up with was a lot of melted plastic where the grinder had cut through. If you're using a fiberglass mask, you're going to end up with chippings. So sand it all down, make it all nice and neat, and then you want to go ahead and paint it, okay? Now this one is basically a matte black with just a little bit of brown lightly sprayed over the top half just to give it a little bit of definition, okay? But at the end of the day, it's your mask, you can do what you want with it, whatever colour you want it to be. There's no right or wrong to this. This is whatever you want to create, okay? So the next step is actually putting on the stitching. Now, believe it or not, the stitching is actually made from copper wiring that we took out of domestic electrical wiring. So the stuff that's running through your house, your sockets, your light fittings, you can pick that up in most electrical stores, DIY stores. You can pick it up by the metre or by the foot, not very expensive. We just stripped out the earth wire, and that's where we got the stitching from. Okay, so as I say, the front bit, which is the last bit that we attached, actually comes from a full face mask. It was broken, it was about to be thrown away. We salvaged it, we cut the front off, did a little bit of trimming with the grinder, and we ended up with this. I quite like it. Obviously, again, each to their own. It's your mask, these are just ideas we're trying to throw at you. We bolted it straight through the front there, and we've also bolted it onto the side. We quite like the bolts. If they're not for you, get some flathead screws or spray them out so they're not as obvious. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully that's given you a few ideas. We have got another few masks that we'll be showing you in later videos, but have a think about it, see what you can come up with, and we'll take it from there.